It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddy S and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S, are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S.
And welcome to part 2, 3, 4, I don't know what part it is. Welcome to Veterans Day Monday special edition of the Brooklyn Cafe. Welcome to South Florida, all our friends in Atlanta, Chicago, New York. Thank you for writing in and saying good morning.
Good morning.
People actually enjoy Chelsea on the set today.
Hi, Grandma.
What are you?
Hi, Grandma. There you go. It's like,
Is
hi,
that
Mom.
what it is?
You know, most people go, hi, Mom.
Uh-huh.
You got to go to hi, Grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got, a fan
You're
club?
right here.
Because I'm right here. There you have it.
You got a fan club. And today also I just want to let people know that me and not my son Gio, but the other Gio, the intern Gio, worked all weekend on the podcast show. And we added new shows to the podcast.
I saw you posted that.
Yep. And we're going to come out with a different version of this podcast where we're going to offer you an opportunity to advertise with us on the podcast channel. Right now we take everybody. We take our stuff and put it in there, but we're going to separate it a little bit because we see the hits that we're getting is like territorial. It's like, I don't know, for some reason.
What does that mean?
Well, a lot of people in Chicago like watching us more than they do in Texas. I don't know what it means.
Really? Well, it's like anything else. It's like they watch us in Kenya. Well, who would think people would be watching us in Kenya?
There's one guy. The only guy with the computer in Kenya is watching.
Okay, but think how funny that is, which
That's
is why
hilarious.
OTT is so amazing, right?
Yeah.
So they can watch us anywhere.
That's right.
Sorry, Paula. Good save.
So anyway, so you can check that out. Also, sharing is caring. If you're watching today's show, do me a favor and share it out because
Hey, I thought Steve-O was coming.
he's supposed to be here at 1.
Okay. Steve will be in the house.
Who
Talk about
knows?
caring and sharing. We'll see what's going on with that.
See how that works out. And I asked him to bring the owner of the bus service.
Okay,
I
Heath.
don't know if that's going to happen, but we will see.
All right, I think we got Antibiotics coming at 1. Our brunch half hour with Ned the Artist. So if you're wondering who Ned was, Ned is an artist that is making us a 3-dimensional Brooklyn bridge to hang in our studio. So he comes on once a week and we talk about lunch and art. And today, since a lot of schools are closed for Veterans Day, my daughter's an art teacher and she decided to join us on the set. So we're talking art, which is so great because Anka, I think the only reason she really came was to see you again.
Aw.
Because she was so, see, she's no denial
Now,
there.
what is her name?
Anka,
Anka.
A-N-C-A.
Anka.
Anka.
That's different. Do you dress like this all the time?
Just for
Get
art shows
closer
and
to the mic.
special events.
Move on to the mic so we can hear you.
So just for art shows and special
So those
events.
earrings, did you make them?
No, one of my good friends makes them in Wynwood, and I'm obsessed with them, so I have like 50 pairs.
Those are awesome
I mean,
earrings.
those are unbelievable.
They're amazing, right?
They are. If they speak, I'm out of here.
I love those earrings. And a couple weeks ago, Chelsea and I were walking around Fort Lauderdale. That was, what was it called?
Flagler Art Walk.
Flagler Art Walk, which is an area in Fort Lauderdale that 20 years ago when I grew up there, you would have never, ever walked along Sistrunk Avenue at night as a woman. No one would have been on there. And now it's totally been redeveloped and this beautiful art walk. There's restaurants and galleries.
I know.
And
I
of course, the first stop we stopped in while we were waiting for my parents to join us was Anka's booth. And I don't know, I spent maybe an hour there deciding on which one to
Yes,
buy.
you did.
And then I had to buy one for my daughter, and then I had to get a phone case. And then, of course, I said, well, now you have to come on the show. Look at the phone case.
So you got a phone case?
Got a phone case.
Where'd you get the thing in the back?
Amazon.
What?
But a phone case, the big bag I have with that woman on it, and then the pop art. And I thought it was just so fascinating what you create.
Thank you.
And she texted me yesterday. She said, or Saturday, she said, can I reschedule? I've sold out all my bags at Wynwood, and I still have to do Lincoln Road on Sunday. And I said, no, we can't cancel. You'll come on, and then we'll bring you back on when you've got more art to show.
So how did you come up with more art? Did you do this overnight?
I had these ones, but I sold the best ones, so I wanted to bring a little bit of.
You mean the better ones?
Yes, they were. That's why they're all gone. So
Really?
They're the best ones that I have for the moment.
I gotta tell you something. In the 70s and 80s, this was huge.
That's what I
Huge.
noticed.
You remember that?
The 80s colors, like neon bright colors, especially the pink and the green.
The pink and the
Yeah.
green, yeah.
78 and through the 80s, this was the in thing. But they used to do this not only on handbags, they did it on pants and shirts and
Yeah.
everything else.
You know how Ned talked about Andy Warhol and the soup cans?
So,
Anka actually did a bag with the Campbell soup can on it,
really?
which she didn't bring. So it was
I
all
sold it
about.
yesterday.
Of course she did. So she said, ever since we came by the booth, she sold out of everything. We were her first sale that day. I said, I told you that was going to happen.
The amazing thing is that if you go throwback days of things from yesteryear, like the Archies and things, and you put that on a purse, they're gonna go like this. You won't be able to keep them on the shelf.
I know, but that's a good thing. It makes so many people happy with my purses and my art that it makes me really happy when.
Now,
I
where
sell
do you
them.
get the purses from?
I get them from suppliers, wholesale suppliers from China and New York.
Okay, so you're just using any type of handbag. I guess it's the art on it.
And then on the big one, then Chelsea explained to me the artwork, and
Which one?
well, the one that I bought, right? It has,
That was
This would be
that would be her face, and she
Yes.
is inspired by.
Roy Lichtenstein.
And then there was the big handle on it, which you said was, see the embroidered handle?
Oh, yes. What I liked about, do you have your bag with you?
It's in the closet, yeah.
What I liked is that it merged a lot of different styles of art. So this reminded me of Kente Cloth, which is a traditional African weaving piece of art. And then for you, it had the unicorn.
Right, so the big ones have all the different colored
Yeah.
unicorns. We got the Kente Cloth, the unicorn, the Roy Lichtenstein, the pop art. You put all these different art forms together
yeah.
that make, oh, thank you.
There you
That
go.
makes sense, but this is like my walking suitcase.
Jesus, that thing is like heavy.
I know, be careful.
Like
It's a
400
big bag, so
pounds.
that's great
And
about
the
it.
scarf. The scarf is very
Right,
you.
and then here's the scarf,
Yeah.
the Kente Cloth, and then it came with the pink unicorn.
Pink unicorn.
Right? How could you not buy that? I was going to buy the small one, but as you see, it's a suitcase here, so I needed the big one. And it brings it all together.
So I'm gonna ask you a favor. I need a super bag,
Okay.
big bag, and I need you to somehow put the words "What's in your bag,"
That's easy.
and then the rest of it can be
Like a tote.
Okay, a tote. Yeah, I don't know.
Like a big tote bag.
Yeah,
It's a
but-
new segment we're going to work on. We're going to incorporate
bag.
what we're going to be doing with Paula and the advertise of what's in your bag, and then the different products, the different sponsors' products, right? Almost like the old "Let's Make a Deal."
Right, right.
You pull it out. What's in your bag? And Freddie goes, "Oh, Dawn, what's in your bag today?" And we have a Pepsi Cola bottle, or
Brilliance.
or the Put Me On, whatever it is, comes out of the bag at our branding bar, and it be able to do our product placement with it.
It's awesome.
And we're
What
gonna.
was that?
It's a good idea.
Deal or no deal? Right?
Or
Remember
deal or no
that?
deal. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Well,
Was it-
we're not gonna do it from here. We're going to offset. There's gonna be cameras and stuff set up over there, and there's a coffee bar that's coming. And it has a chimney.
A
For some
chimney?
reason, he put
Like
a
chimney cricket?
Yeah, like a chimney. But it's gonna be a branding bar on there, and it's gonna be all mic'd up,
Jiminy.
and it's
I know.
good. It's what?
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy cricket.
Jiminy Cricket.
Okay. Like I tell you, they share a brain. But the object of the game is what's in your bag has to be explosive. And you know, it's really strange because you are explosive. When you walk in, I just wondered, does she dress like this all the time? You're walking art.
Just for art events and when I'm talking about artworks and when I'm doing art shows.
How many years have you been doing that?
I've been painting professionally for 10 years now.
And how long have you been doing this
The
type?
bags for only 2 years. I actually just started my company a couple of months ago, Custom Bag Designs. So that's a new one. I had brush cases before, which was my iPhone case business. And I moved on from that to bags. It's a little more fun and exciting.
The hardest thing really was to choose.
Mm-hmm. She did
You
have a
can't,
hard time.
right? You can't just choose one. Do you remember I went to that Delray art show and I met Stacy Mandel and she has
Yes.
evolved her artwork.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go, there's someone resonates with you and there's so many artists, but there could be just one person. And Chelsea, probably because I know your love of pop art. And that probably was part of what drew us there. I had one Saturday night I spent with my daughter, which was really nice. And so we got to walk around and do all, it was so hot. We were supposed to get a cold front, so I put on a sweater.
It's coming.
It's coming. That was 3 weeks ago.
It's
it
coming.
was really hot.
Take it easy. When you went up north, you got cold.
It was really hot.
Now, Chelsea, is also your background is really deep on. I mean, you understand different textures. You understand. You've studied this for years, yes?
Yeah.
That's the part, and I never understood this. And I ask your mother all the time. I never understood why you didn't open up Chelsea's store.
Ask Chelsea.
A store?
Yeah.
A whole store.
No, a half a store.
Like
it's
a
gonna be
pop-up
one
store.
store and then like a
what,
pop-up
but
store.
like a booth at an art fair, or like a store, like a building?
Well, let's talk about store, and then we work backwards. If it's a pop-up booth, then so be it. But a store, yes, a store with your name.
I honestly don't think I have enough inventory.
Yes, you do. I can help you market one.
Thank you. You are among people of strength here today.
What is the black bag in front of you? Is it, no, Chelsea on the table in front of you.
Oh, you
What is
definitely know
that?
that painting.
What is,
This is Girl with a Pearl Earring by Vermeer.
let me see.
I knew you would know that one.
Ah,
It's one of
wow.
my
Remember
favorite
it was a
paintings.
movie
This
with
is-
Scarlett Johansson?
This is hilarious. She knows your bags.
Of course.
On top of you knowing your bag, she
That's
knows
what
your
impressed
bag.
me so much about her
This
whenever
is
she
like
came.
this is like a ventriloquist act here.
And what's the pink one
This
in the
one?
front? Yeah, I just can't see him from here.
It was a Liechtenstein too.
And this red one?
It's the same version, but in a different color.
Okay. Like
How-
the sunrise. They were discussing the
I love to do
sunrise.
the
How long
sunrise.
does it take you
That's
to
the
do?
sunset. This is the.
They vary. Sometimes it takes me half an hour, sometimes 2 weeks, depending on the detail.
Really? Wow, that's a
Exactly.
big difference.
Chanel, I know, loved my bag when I was in here. And someone else, I forget, I think Janice, she said, were you at Sunfest?
Yes, I'm always at Sunfest. It's one of my favorite shows.
She did Sunfest, Winwood.
There's a lot of
And I was
people
at
that
the
we
Lake
know
Fair.
that are going to want these bags. You know that, right? Now, the other question, now, on the other side of midnight, right, you have product and then selling it correctly, which is the essence of business. I mean, you can have, Da Vinci wasn't Da Vinci until he died. Pretty much, right? And I know nothing about art, so if you want to correct me, you can. But if you have a product and you want to place the product and you have a calling for it, and this is why you're here, is I want you to express to people how important it is to have something that actually works.
Well, you have, first of all, you have to do things you love, right? And that's something that you're doing. That's like the first thing. And then figure out who's your segment, your target market. For you, it's artsy people.
Yes.
Not just people who like bags, but people who like art too, like you and your daughter, So that's one. And then how are you going to approach that marketing? How are you going to advertise it as well? So those three things are important.
Well, I know somebody, a female who's young, that
Hello.
if she would love if I got one of these bags for her. I don't know anything about a bag, and don't get me wrong, but she's about 13, I think. And if I were to get it for her birthday or something, give it to her, she would love it.
Love it.
Right.
And I don't know anything about purses. I know nothing about, but I think it's really unique, right? So your demographic can be people who want to give out gifts. It can be
Exactly.
Christmas. Christmas is coming. All those little hints.
Well, this is the perfect time. Hi, Flip says he's Flip from the Philippines. Hi, Flip from the Philippines.
Flip.
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 Flip from the
Flippy.
Philippines.
Hey, Flippy.
But that's the beauty of what we're working on with Paula is this OTT.
Now, what the hell is OTT for those of you that don't know what it is?
So you know what it is, actually. It's platforms like Spotify, Roku, Hulu, and Netflix. So it's short for over the top. And that is things that are streamed over the internet as opposed to a regular broadcast system, whether it be Clear Channel, which is now iHeartRadio, or like ABC, NBC, CBS, and all the other ones.
But
So
those
that's-
are audio. You're talking about video, audio, or both?
both. For example, Spotify is more audio,
Audio.
and Netflix is visual and all that stuff, video as well.
So the streaming along the social media channels or other things, right, like Netflix and stuff like that. You're talking about taking the product and putting the commercial spots in there. It's like a little bit what YouTube does, isn't it?
It's similar to, they're OTT. they're over the top as well, over the internet. They're not on anything on any ABC or anything of that nature. So yes, it will be considered OTT as well.
Now, I got the luxury of watching a show yesterday that a gentleman's, and it's a sad story, but I'm not going to go into that, but he introduced Linda to watch this video, and I watched it. And it's a platform that streams. It's an OTT, it streams it. And they put commercials in the platform because every 15 minutes it plays another two, 3 commercials, but they're like short bits.
And that's what they're trying to go for, you know.
So that's an OTT market.
Yes.
And you can put it on.
You can. That's the beauty. You can do anything you want. You can advertise or market any product any way you want. I mean, you can do a show about a product, or you can do only 5 seconds, just like YouTube. You know, when you go on there and you watch a video.
As long as 5 seconds
Yeah.
ever to get to the video you want to watch, yeah.
And you want to, and you can skip it after 5 seconds.
But this is the part I didn't understand until yesterday, and I kept asking people, and nobody had an answer for me. We put it on our AT&T or Hotwire. You have to put it on a server. So you have to say, it gives you all these choices of which way you can put it on. So let's say that I want to have the purses as part of the commercial of the show, right? The Brooklyn Cafe. It has choices like AT&T, Hotwire, and I guess you have to go into that.
I'm not
To Chrome
sure
key?
what the back end of your technical, areas are. So I'm not equipped to answer that. But usually in OTT, you control everything.
Right.
So I don't know what platform you're using for the back
Well, it was
end.
somebody that I found. I
But
was
for
just
our
wondering
show,
online.
our
Yeah.
show will stay streaming the way our show streams when we start incorporating different platforms. We could still do a 10-second spot for a bag. I can be walking in and put my bag on the table and go, what a day. Freddie, I'm sorry
Yeah,
I'm
but
late, and there goes my bag.
We're going to up the game.
But it can be something like that, just a quick product placement.
So, but you guys have control of that, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, so that's even better. What is the shortest ad that you guys usually have?
30 seconds.
Okay.
You can do 15s, you can do 10s, you can speak. So today's
Okay.
product is
And
brought
then you
to
could
you
do
by.
in show.
In show.
Right, like we'll
Right.
say, today's show is brought to you by Airbiotics.
Right.
Probiotics for your environment.
Well, I start taking my essentials, which I think I should be doing.
As a matter of fact, that spot, when we did that last week,
Yes.
was one of the top rated posts that we had. Was this show sponsored by Essentials. It was just that little post that I made. All over Instagram blew up.
Yes, because people should get their.
And then people took it who are part of Essentials and then they shared it out.
That's right. And they took it, and they cut it, and they snip it.
That's exactly what they did. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more with pop art artists. We're going to do a little chit chat with you and what you're doing because I think it's fascinating, and some advertising, product placement. We'll be right back.
Welcome. The Brooklyn Cafe is at
Slovakia.
Best pizza in Florida, I'm gonna tell you. Are you getting me doing the cornichoni?
Slovakia has been on Atlantic Avenue for 8 years.
Oh, pizza ball. LeBron James.
We make homemade Neapolitan pizza, which is just like you're walking the streets of Naples, Italy. We make our own homemade mozzarella cheese. Our pizza is the thin crust pizza.
I love it.
Cheesy American
process.
There's nothing processed. It's just delicious. Cheers, guys.
Well, your pizza's really good.
Thanks.
I hate you.
I'm telling you, it is the best pizza. And ladies, if you're counting carbs, only 12 carbs in an entire pizza. The whole thing.
Come visit Slovakia. Check it out. 522 East Atlantic Boulevard. Right in Delray Beach.
We gotta try it.
We're gonna eat. You ready? Dig in.
It wasn't enough.
Welcome to the Probiotic Protection Zone. The Airbiotic system distributes millions of safe and all-natural environmental probiotics into the air and on surfaces using the latest ultrasonic and nanotechnology. Airbiotics is a movement to save us and the future generations from antibiotic-resistant superbugs. Reduce your risk of allergies, skin infection, colds, and flu. Get rid of deep-seated odors and enter into a protective shield of Airbiotics. Order your Airbiotics personal or environmental system today at airbioticszone.com. AIRBIOTIXZONE.com. Good for use in nursing homes, schools, travel, or daily use. Order yours today. airbioticszone.com.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
I got my belt.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe on an Art Monday we got going on here. We've got our coffee. You know, we have to get this to Paul, as a matter of fact. You going to
So
take all
who?
this coffee back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be able to.
You want it in bean or in ground?
Let me see.
I
Ground.
have both. Ground is fine. We have organic ground.
So I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, but you can
I
use it
retired
as
when
a...
I was 15.
You retired coffee at 15? That's about when we were just starting.
But my mother loves it. I'll try it though.
Okay.
You gotta have a cup with mom.
Cup of coffee with mom.
And
You
this
saw the
segment-
new bags, right?
Segment is brought to you by
Brooklyn Cafe Coffee. When
Don-
is he coming on, by the
Don
way?
Pablo is away. He says he's coming back. You know, every time I tell him come on down, he leaves.
Burke Brand. So thank you, Burke Brands, for they created this unbelievable bag for us. Everyone says how to get coffee. Troy, we will get this out to you. You can order your coffee as well. You can text CAFE to 80800, and we will get that right out to you. Our hearts are in, so we've got that going. Hold hope in your hands. Those just came in, and those are going to be paying those hope tokens forward. You know, we just got those in yesterday, and they're just amazing. We got 100 of our Hold Hope in Your Hand tokens. So one side says the Brooklyn Cafe Show, and the other side says Sparkle, Hope, Dream.
And it has a number.
That's the number. So you take that number, and you're going to be able to track it, and you hold
You're
hope
going
in
to
your
register
hands.
the number on our website, and then you're going to push it forward
When you're ready
you
to
want.
pay it forward, you just pay it forward.
And then they register it. We want to know where the token ends up. And every month we're going to pick a winner, which we're going to send them coffee or some other thing that we have back there. And we're going to call them. So it's an optional phone number or email, and we're going to contact with you. Is the one that gets moved the most is the one who's going to win it.
There you have it. And we were just talking to Paula. She lives in San Francisco. What's going on in California is so heartbreaking.
Devastating.
It
Oh
is,
my gosh.
and it's the fire really spread so quickly. I mean, I think the death toll is around 35 right now. So, and the air quality I told my mother who's watching my kids right now not to let them out.
Are you close to the flames?
4 hours away, but it's like if it was right there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, California seems to be going through all these fires. I heard now that there's something called the campfire.
This
A new
is the
fire.
one that I'm talking about.
The campfire?
Yeah, which is about 4 hours from me.
And what the problem is that they're going to get 70-mile-an-hour winds. And they
yeah.
contained it by 75% today, and then the winds now are kicking up.
Yeah.
And it's another issue.
That's what usually happens. Last year we had the Napa Valley fires, and a lot of people lost their homes. And so every year we have something because we went through a drought for a few years, and it's gotten better, but it's still there. So we have
It's
to
so
worry about it all the
devastating.
time. Yeah.
You know, so I was listening today that there was a woman in her car and stuck in traffic, and she said, "I'm just going to die in the flame." I get the chills thinking about it. And her husband, I guess, was on the phone with her and says, "Just get out of your car, leave your car, and just run and go." And she ran and ran until a first responder, they found her. But they basically said, "Get out of your car, leave your car. It does not matter. Your life and your safety." My gosh,
Yeah,
my
but what-
arms. Your life and your safety has to come
But
first.
what happens is that you see your house going up in flame. Everybody wants to try to save it.
You can't save it. You just got to go.
That's your whole life. Can you imagine? Your whole life goes up in smoke.
But
Get
it's
your
your
kids
life,
to
right?
yourself and go.
Your kids, yourself, your pets, and just go.
How come we can't build a pipe? I mean, there's too much water in certain states, right?
Well, think about
New Orleans.
California,
That's
right?
There's too
Another
many.
issue.
It's overpopulated.
Too many people there.
It's everyone. Like for example, if you go to San Francisco, about maybe 60-70% are not locals. All the locals are leaving. Even when I do events, who's a local? And I rate like 3 of us.
So who's moving in?
New York, Pennsylvania.
It's
I
always
mean,
the New Yorker. You ever notice?
Texas.
They always blame the New Yorkers. Everywhere I go.
Yeah, I mean it's everyone from everywhere.
Are you from California?
Yeah, I grew up there.
Originally?
No, El Salvador. I was
Ah,
born there. Came here
okay.
when I was 7.
And has it changed in what, 30 years of your life?
Yeah, it's totally.
Is it
changed.
better, worse?
For the locals, it's not, because things have changed a lot. Buildings are new, things like that. The tech companies have taken over everything.
A lot of millennials?
Oh yeah, for sure.
See, you would do real good in California.
Would I?
You would.
From Long Island. Why not?
From Long Island.
Jackie Birch, where are you?
From Long Island. I know her and Jackie would drive me nuts. I used to have your accent, and I traded it in because
Puerto
I hate
Rican
to-
one.
That I have an accent?
You do. Talk into the mic so we can
Can
hear
we
you.
tell you have an accent? Yeah, you talk like Jackie.
I have an accent.
You
Say,
do.
say coffee.
Coffee.
Talk.
Talk.
She sounds just like Jackie, right, Chanel?
No,
said I lost my accent.
You kind of did.
where'd you lose it? Get a mic because we can't hear you. Where'd you,
We can't hear your accent without a mic.
where did you lose it?
Here. Because I'm from Long Island, obviously.
What
But
part-
everyone says that I lost my
What part of
accent.
Long Island are you from?
Nassau.
And where you from?
Nassau
Same
County.
area.
Yeah, we grew up
Same
in
area.
the same town.
We're like 2 blocks away.
Yep.
Really? And you're down here visiting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
I love it.
This is the first time she's visited me down here in 5 years.
Yeah.
I've lived here for 5 years, and this is her first
Then
time
how took you
finally
so long?
coming.
Well, I was a college athlete, so I couldn't
Yeah,
take
she
any
couldn't
time
retire.
off in
You
college.
were a college athlete.
Yeah.
What kind of athlete were you?
I played softball.
Really? What position?
Outfield. Center field.
Were you good?
We went
She
to the
was
World
really
Series
good.
2 times.
What school was this?
Delphi University in Long
I know
Island.
Delphi. I know Delphi very well. I took some classes there. Wow. And
Yeah.
you were what, a center fielder?
Outfield.
Outfield. I played.
There were 3 positions in the outfield.
I was like left out. I was gone. There was no sports in my
You were the back. You were the scorekeeper, and I know why you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What position did you play?
Primarily left field, but I had some time in right and center. Yeah. it was-
When you have a gun, then you have a good arm.
Yeah, back in the day. I don't play anymore.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
I know, like 2 years ago.
She's 21. Back in the day. There's a day over there. Do you know I used to coach Bronx Community College female softball,
Boston?
fast pitch, Bronx Community
Oh,
in the Bronx.
Oh, cool.
I coached there for 2 years.
Very nice.
You want to hear a story?
Yeah.
The coach, the manager,
He's
he
funny.
quit and left. So I was dating one of the girls on the team.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
decided to coach the team.
Yeah.
So there were these paychecks they kept sending on the field in his name. So I just put them in a big box because I didn't want to cash them because they would have found out the gig is ugly. So I just kept them in a box, and I coached that team for 2 years. And I took them to the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Wow.
And never cashed the checks.
impressive.
I never cashed a check. That's how they found me out. That's how they found me out.
That's
True
so
story.
So funny. Uncle, where are you from?
I'm from Romania.
Romania,
Mm-hmm.
like the country
The
Romania.
country Romania, yes.
Wow, how long you been here?
It's 20 years now.
20. You're
20
Florida.
years.
In Florida?
Actually, I used to be a New Yorker before Florida.
Of course you were.
Everyone comes to the gateway of New York.
Exactly.
Where did you?
Yeah,
where
we're
were
in New
you?
York.
Where in New York?
In the West Village, my favorite part.
Nice.
Oh,
Well, there you
love it.
have it, right?
I
It
love the
makes
village.
perfect sense.
you went to NYU?
No, I actually went to Berkeley College and studied international
Berkeley
business here.
College.
Yeah,
Being
I
in
was-
the village, you didn't go to NYU?
No, they gave me a full scholarship at Berkeley College, so
And
I
you
had-
studied business?
I did study business.
And does it help you with what you're doing now?
It does help me a lot actually because I started in the art galleries in New York with my big paintings, and then when I moved to Miami 5 years ago, I started my first business, and now I'm starting my second business.
What brought you to Miami? And don't tell me a guy, please.
The sun,
The sun.
the weather. I was tired of being cold.
Yeah, in the snow.
It's just after.
From Romania, she got tired of being cold.
Do you still speak Romanian?
Da, vorbesc foarte bine românește.
Like I said,
You got that, Freddie?
that's pretty good. Maybe we should do a commercial in.
Romanian?
What is it called? Romanian or Slavic? What's it
It's
called?
Romanian. It's actually the closest live language to Latin, so it sounds very much like Italian and Spanish.
Really?
So
Because
it's
I didn't understand a
not-
word of that,
Yeah, me
baby.
neither.
And
not
I'm
that close
Latino
to
all the way.
Russian.
I didn't get that, but
Or
that,
maybe
we
just
should.
a little slower.
Yes, of course.
Unbelievable. Look at you get a whole essence of what's going
But
on.
you know, you talk about art and business, right? So no one would ever, they look at you and go, oh, an artist, and she paints at pop-up shops, right? We've had this conversation about when your kids want to go to art school and they don't want to do international business or a lawyer or a doctor. You want them to love, as Paula says, love what you do, right? That's the first thing.
Well, I worked in the art business.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to have the business side on the art as well, because you can create as all you want, but if
Exactly.
you can't get your product out, or you don't know how to keep your books and run your
So
business,
funny.
If you can't sell it, then it's no point.
Well, let me ask you a question. Now that you've opened up Pandora's box.
I always do.
Artists that sing or paint, they have to go through a lot to get recognized, right?
Oh yeah, I
So
actually
this
come
could-
from the music industry.
You sang?
No, but I used to work for Def Jam and Interscope Records.
Def
Nice.
Jam.
Yeah, that's
Really?
I got my start in marketing.
Really?
Yeah.
You know Def Jam, right?
I got my first record deal because I was doing artist management, and I got my first record deal when I was 21 from EMI Records.
Where the hell did you
Yeah.
come from?
From
You know
San
Def Jam?
Francisco.
From San Francisco.
From New York, you don't know Def Jam?
No.
Chelsea,
Really?
you do. You're shaking your head, yes.
You know
I
Def
love
Jam.
Def Jam.
Now let me ask you, because when your kid comes to you, your son or your daughter, and they say, Dad, Mom, I'm going to be an artist.
She
you
did.
Want to be a doctor, you don't want to be a lawyer, and especially if you have a professional background. They see my father was a contractor, so he didn't care what I wanted to be. He just didn't want me in the contract business. It was the opposite. So you grow up, what do you tell your kid? Because you know there's going to be lean times as an artist. You got a job, but there was a whole bunch of growth that you had to go through. And you got to be supportive of your kid one way or the other, don't you?
Well, you have to. Well, you don't have to, but
No,
as a
you have
parent,
to.
you really should be supportive because it's their life, and they have.
Yeah.
If they can support themselves and that fulfills their purpose, by all means, do it.
You
Okay.
never told me no when I said I wanted to go to art school, but I also never said to you, I want to sell my paintings and be an artist, because I knew I wanted to do something else with it. So I went.
So what do you want to do?
Right now I'm teaching. Initially I went to be an art therapist, and that
What
track,
the hell is an art therapist? That's unbelievable. What is that?
well, I wanted to work with kids and be an art therapist, and I might still want to do that. Right now I'm teaching.
So it's therapy through art.
You would make a killing. I used to be, I did a few years of nonprofit work, and I used to work with a lot of parents who have kids with disabilities, and the kids with autism, they went to an art therapist all the time, and they were charged an arm and a leg.
Now you have to understand the nature of the beast in order to be, because you have the raw talent of doing it. And like you said, there's a business behind it. So when you meet people in that trade who understand the business of it, this is when your whole career can change overnight. But what do you tell your, now, and I don't mean to be racist or anything, but if you have a son that wants to be an artist as opposed to a female, your daughter that wants to be an artist, is the conversation the same?
Well, for us, it would have been the same. We just said instead of going to an art school like SCAD, we suggested that she go to a university that gave her options. Because in a year, if she had said, I really don't like art, then she would have had to really find a new direction. She stayed with art, and you had a second major, but you had the option of if you changed your mind,
Right.
you had a big university that you could have fallen back on.
Right.
That was the only recommendation that we made, was go to a big university to give yourself some choices.
Right.
Okay, now lean time, you graduate, the job, district. What do you do also if your kid is not a good artist? And I'm not trying to be mean.
The school kind of takes care of that.
What they tell you, you forget about it.
Oh yeah.
Look at
Really?
the color on
And
that.
It's okay.
They
That's a 360.
I remember I went to UF for undergrad, and I came from my high school where I felt like I was the star artist. I won all the art awards. I won the Pathfinders Award. I won the senior award, and this and that, and the class flag. And I thought I was the best.
You thought you were the it.
I thought I was like, I'm gonna do fine in art school. This is gonna be great. And I got there, and there's 80 other kids that are just as good, if not better, than you. and your professors.
Now, whose definition was that? Was that yours or the professor's?
Whose definition?
Better. To say they were better than you.
Well, you get there and you see everyone else. You're like, man, they're really good. And
But this is your definition.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were coming from, the art schools from Dreyfus and New World and Dash. And they had all this training that I didn't have at my public high school. So they came in a step ahead of everyone. And I felt really behind. And my professors, at least my first semester of college, were not the kindest in critiques. And everyone said it's a rite of passage. So once I got through to the second semester, half of the 80 had already dropped. And then it was much easier.
But that's the way the game is played.
Yeah.
You want to reduce those chairs.
By the time I graduated, there were, I think, 45 of us.
And that's a lot.
In that class.
It should have been less than that. It should be like 20.
But so much of art, and you look here at the gallery, what Michelle does with the artists, they can paint all day. But if Michelle doesn't help get these into people's homes and businesses, then you just acquire inventory. You, international business, how did you make the transition to painting?
Well, I always wanted to be an artist, and my first exposition was actually one of my professors in business class. He got me into a major art gallery in New York, and I sold my first painting for like $3,800. And I said, wow, I can actually make money from art. So
that was pretty good.
I started doing that full time, and while going to business school, I was paying for a lot of my expenses with selling art.
Now, what did you do for a living? Or what did you go to school for? Or are you working in that?
Yeah, so I went to school for health and phys ed education, to be a health and phys ed teacher. And I realized throughout my time in undergrad that I really had a taking to teach students with disabilities. So I'm actually an adapted phys ed teacher, which is I teach children with autism how to basically move their body. And like you were saying before, that like art is such a therapy for children with autism. It's the same thing in movement. And I actually have a student the other day who just started like singing, like when he was, moving around the class or the gym. Well, I teach in a classroom because in the city I teach in the Department of Education, New York City, and we don't really have all the resources that maybe some schools in Long Island would have. So I teach in a classroom, and there was a microphone off to the side, and he took the microphone and he started singing and dancing. And I was like, you know what? You could do that because that's therapy for him. And, when these children get overstimulated, they, either might flap their hands for whatever reason that, this light right here, it could be very daunting for a child.
It could trigger somebody.
Yeah.
Now, the Board of Education, you work under the Board of Ed?
Yes, I work for New
York City. Let me tell you something, that's a miracle.
Yeah,
that they even have funds for that.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm so lucky. These students, they go through so many challenges, but they give so much more than that. And being able to provide that for them is a service, and not many children get that. And I'm also an ABA therapist, which is I work one-on-one with students with autism, and we work on their behaviors and management.
How long have you been doing this?
This is my second year now of teaching, and I really have gained.
Isn't it amazing? I didn't know she was coming. I didn't know she was coming either. I know she was coming. The only one I knew that was coming was me. And here you have all of these coincidences.
About special ed.
About everything. And it's really funny because
I used to do that too.
There's a lot more attention being given to kids that have this. In the old days, I'm talking about my old days, not yours. They used to put them in the closet, give them a ham sandwich, and just leave them alone.
Get out of here.
Yeah. There was no special groups.
Really
there
have
was no
changed.
groups.
Yeah, they would send them off.
There were no groups. There's something wrong with your kid. What can I tell you? Take care of it. And these kids happen to be brighter than the regular common person.
And you always say you have to catch up. I truly think children with autism, they operate on a higher plane
Higher frequency, yes.
than we realize.
Oh, yeah.
Because the frequency they're at, we need to catch up. Because we don't understand them. It's not that they don't understand us. We don't understand the frequency that they're at. It's their high energy, right, and what's going on. And you're absolutely right. It's keeping them motivated. And if singing intrigues them or if art intrigues them, whatever it is, there's something special that will resonate with them.
Encourage your kid. Encourage your kid.
But you know what that goes back to? When your kid goes to school and says, I want to be an artist, or I want to be a painter, or I want to be a musician.
Encourage it. Because you know something? You may have a Rembrandt. What's his name?
Rembrandt?
That one. Do you know, I used to sell encyclopedias, and I ran into a 5-year-old prodigy. This is a little girl, and she was, I can't say Indian. What do I call her?
Native American?
That one. And I met with her, and she looked at me, and she says, would you like me to play my violin? I said, how old are you? She said, 5. And she played a part. It was unbelievable. I just sat down. I just sat there, and she continued to play. She said, would you like me to play the piano? I said, honey, you can do anything you want. I called my boss and said, I'm taking the rest of the day off. And I sat there, and this little girl played. And her father, I asked him, who taught her to play? Nobody. I said, well, how'd she learn how to play? She listens to the radio. She listens to music.
Yeah.
She has a photographic memory. And she had
You wonder where she is
autism.
now?
I wonder every day. But my goodness gracious, unbelievable. So never discourage your kid because you don't know what you got in your hands. And if you want something, isn't the want the biggest part
Oh,
of the
yeah.
equation?
It's true. You have to, you have to have a passion for what you do. If it's a hobby, that's a different story. But if it's your passion, like you and yourself, it's something to really think about. What do I want to do for the rest of my life?
Or at least for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Because you've had a few careers. I don't know how you're so young, but you've gone from radio
full
to
career.
autism
I'm not
to
as young as I
advertising.
look, though.
You're not 28? Yeah.
Add another 10 years to that.
No, stop
I was born in 80.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No
Must
idea.
be something in the water in California.
Let's
Do
take
you-
I want to take
no,
a quick
no,
commercial
forget
break.
About that. Hold on a second. We got a lot of people here.
We always have a lot
You
of
don't
people.
even tell me that my puppet was down.
Your puppet's down.
Do you remember when I started to do streaming with my son Gio? He was 14. When he was 15, I went to Tampa because he had to load up some equipment for me. A 15-year-old. My whole life was based on a 15-year-old's mentality. So I had to play with that. So he said to me, Dad, you're nothing more than a glorified button pusher. And my 15-year-old said that. I said, really? He says, yes. I said, I bet you I pay for your school through these fingers of pushing these buttons. And sure enough, now that was before YouTube, and that was before Facebook, and that was before Instagram, before all of them. We were doing it. Was I discouraged? Not at all. I saw a niche given to me by a millennial. ABC, no, it wasn't ABC. It was one of the reality companies wanted to do a show between me and my son because here I am older than him and how the two of us merged together to make this crazy idea.
That's kind of how you and I ended up here.
That's how we ended up here.
From that crazy idea of him and his son became you and your ex-partner,
That's right.
right? It was going to be a reality show, and work was
And this
just
was
part of
supposed
the
to
show.
be part of the show. This was our
Oh,
job.
okay.
This was the
Okay.
job, and then I
Like a
came in.
Seinfeld thing.
I came in all havoc broke loose, and you and your partner went your way, and me and my partner went another way, and this kind of evolved.
And she made a left, and we ended up here.
Pretty much.
And she called me, you gotta come, and it's been.
Well, then Paula comes and takes us to a whole nother level because people go, where can we hear you? AM, FM, right? That was the thing. But with internet and OTT so far reaching that we're already with Tendance, I think, right? We're over in England and Kenya, and where we are, that it can be streamed anywhere. You can do product placement anywhere. You can advertise with anyone from anywhere because you can just send it,
But
right?
what
The beauty of
what
it.
about call to action? Like, let's use the purses for instance, right? Because I know that you can put it anywhere. That's great. I got 10 million people following me. God only wish. But if you don't sell one product, then what do you really got
Are you talking on OTT or in general?
in general?
Well, that goes along with your marketing and your exposure. How you advertise it and who you advertise it to. So, like you were saying, it's a business and art too. It's two different things.
Right.
So you have to know how to do the business part and connect with people who know how to push it for you. Because if you don't, then you're gonna do well in your area. But if you want to expose it more widely, then you're gonna have a team to help you do that correctly.
To expose it, to
Yeah,
push it
bring
out
in
there?
a team like Paula's team, the team that you have.
Yeah, I actually just hired 2 people, so I have a team of 8 now, and we're expanding as we go along. But each of us has a niche that we, our department. So everyone has mastered something in marketing or advertising. So, like, I don't know how to build like apps, So I have my app guy who does that.
Maverick does that.
Do you
There you
remember?
go. There you go. So it's important to have different people who understand what you're doing and be on the same page, so you can approach it differently and do it correctly.
That's why I was telling Chanel, we brought Chanel along because I need somebody at the head of the table. There's 500 things that happen here every day.
Right.
And it goes in all these different directions. There's not enough ink in the pen. So I say to her, okay, keep your eyes open. And I say, we think fast, just move with us. And sometimes she'll be standing there and say, go get a piece of paper. I've done this to you, right? Go get a piece of paper, because an idea pops up.
And she did. Well, Thursday, right, we're going to be at the Extraordinary Escape Rooms. We're going to do it. The kids want to do a team building, so we're going on location to an escape room on Thursday. So we'll do our show from there.
But we're going to need about 15 different interns to go in all the different directions. And now that you've given me this new toy, watch out.
What did I give you?
You're giving me the ability to go in 15 different directions.
Oh, okay.
I really believe, and truthfully, from the heart, I really believe that our millennials, our youth, need more opportunity. I'm not talking about guidance. I'm talking about opportunity to let them express who they are and what they do. And then we make adjustments when it doesn't work, because the way of the future is in your hands. That's really what it's coming down to.
I have a 15-year-old, and I guess he's Generation Z, right?
Yes, that's right.
And like a lot of, like he has really good friends, but I've also noticed, and this is something that I'm adjusting as a parent, is that eighth trophy spot for kids who lose like something at school. Like everyone gets a trophy, or
Do you
something.
believe in that?
I don't.
Thank you.
I don't.
Thank
We have
you.
this conversation all the time.
Because
Everybody
you're
gets a
setting
trophy.
them up to fail. What about when they start going to jobs and they don't get it? They're going to be so
They
down.
say, "Where's my
You're not going to
trophy?"
be able to take it.
Yeah.
So I'm very old school with my parenting. I have to make sure that, because you can get lost in that new way of doing things. And I remember hearing something, I don't know where I read it or heard it. If millennials are acting a certain way and you don't like it, it's your fault. You're entitling them too much, and you're forgetting that they can do anything and everything, but can they really? Can they really? So I said, so I have to really watch how I deal with what they do. Like I encourage them, but I also say, okay, well, you do your research. If this is what you really want to do, then do your research first.
And do it well, right?
Yeah.
You do it with commitment and passion. Do I think you can do anything? If you set your mind to it, yes. But if they're making the commitment to do it, and
Exactly.
sports, right?
Boy,
do it.
you come a long way.
Right?
I'm just going to
But-
stay quiet.
But I
Quiet.
do think
Yeah.
I do give everyone trophies.
No.
You know what? It may not be the same. It could be
No, I don't believe
the
everybody gets a
best
trophy.
one on the board, the
But how do
best
you-
one
A
in sound.
trophy at a dance. I was smart. I was in kindergarten. I had a dance recital, and the other girls who had been there longer kept talking about their trophies they were going to receive for having 3 years of dance. And I remember telling you, I want a trophy, and I'd only been there for 1 year. So at the end of the recital, Mom surprised me with a trophy. But I was smart enough to know
She bought you a
that
trophy?
She bought me a trophy just so I would fit in with the other kids.
Do you know the reason? Like my son, Freddie's 26, going to be 27, and he will tell you. I coached him since he was 6, and when we didn't win, he said it's okay. We will go get him next year. I taught him that. Now he's going to teach his son that in order to be the best, you have to beat the best. You got to be better than the best. And until you get there, there is no trophy for second place. I mean, you can get the bronze.
Yeah,
the
but what
gold.
about these special kids? And they're in adaptive classrooms.
Time
It's a
out.
little different.
When you got what an Oreo cookie and a mint chocolate chip are
Because
two
you know why?
different
Because they're not segregated anymore. And you have these special kids that are integrated into a classroom. And you've got these gifted children that are getting every word and everything. And then you've got these other kids that can
But honey,
slip
they're
through the
gifted.
cracks. Okay, but
So what are you gonna do? You got to give the gifted the gift.
But what about these special children who are put in a classroom with them, because you will raise to the highest level? These kids will
I'm
be
not
inspired.
demising them. They will get whatever.
What do they
Listen,
get?
I bought my son a $120 pair of spiky shoes with his
We
name and
have this
number on.
conversation all the time, though.
I bought him shoes with his name and number on them because we didn't win. It cost me more. That plastic trophy would have cost me a whole lot less.
There you have it.
But I wanted him to understand that in the bigger arena, you gotta beat the best. You gotta be the best. You can't be almost best. You just can't do it.
Which is why our
And that
interns that
animator-
come here, though,
Animator got us, so we in trouble now.
our
How do you-
interns that come here, they work hard.
How do you feel about that with
He's getting ready to
Dad,
leave.
Dad, how do you feel about that with the kids that you deal with? Do you
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of indifferent about it. Like, being a very, intense athlete in college, I always made sure that...
like winning?
I love winning.
I mean,
and
you went to the World Series 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Did you get a ring?
No, because I didn't win. I didn't.
How does that
win
make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel upset because of all the challenges and obstacles I did to get there, and in that in itself, it was a ring for me. But when we talk about, children with special needs and how do they get rewarded, I think, rewards come from overcoming challenges, and they do that every day. So it's kind of like a celebration every single day that they get up, they come to school, and a lot of times they have difficulties in that. But, it's hard. It's a hard,
Yeah, but
topic.
you light up when you talk about memories because
Yeah.
you were there.
Yeah.
I'm going to
know.
I got a championship ring.
Yeah?
Yeah, for high school football. We won the state, and I got a ring. I'm going to wear it when it's bigger than my hand. But I wore it, and I'm very proud of it.
And you
'cause I
have to
was a coach.
flaunt it.
I don't flaunt it.
No?
That's the one. It's in a safety deposit box, and I don't flaunt it as much as. But I wore it one time in New York to show my family, and everybody on the plane knew what it was because they were from here.
Yeah.
And do I feel bad for those kids on the other side that did not win? I don't feel bad. I told them next year's another year, and they won it the following year. So
I think you just have to find your passion and what you're doing as far as the business side and the marketing. You need a team. No one can do it all alone, which is why we have usually sometimes 10 interns in here. Today we've got 3 or 4.
it's Monday.
It's Monday. Tuesday's crazy. Thursday's usually we've got a full house, and Friday. But you can't do everything, right? You can't paint and sell and book your shows and hang in Wynwood and be in Art Basel and still collect the checks. You can't do it all.
But you get around. From what I'm hearing, when I'm reading, everybody knows your bags.
I know I started it all on my own, but I also do need a lot of help, and I have people helping me with marketing, with PR, and sales.
Do you do only bags or clothes or
I do
shoes?
bags, I do clothes, I do fine art, paintings.
You
I
do clothes
shoes,
too?
The dress I'm wearing, I painted.
I was going to ask you.
I love that dress. And Paula, for
Thank
you, with
you.
your full team, it takes a full team.
It does. I mean, I decided to go on my own and do my whole marketing, company. I think it was 2012, and the year before I did everything pro bono. I had my regular 9 to 5, and I did everything pro bono for 1 year
Tell me why.
to build rapport and to add to my resume and my portfolio. And my first independent client that I had was, Morris Day and the Time. If you guys are familiar with that, Prince, they were with Prince. And from that, it went on to other clients, referrals, and then here we are today. But in the beginning, I did do a lot my own, just myself. And then after a while, I got someone else, and then someone else, and now we're growing.
And where are you heading your business? Where is it you want to go?
So it's funny because when I was a kid, I don't know if some of you, I don't know if you will, but do you remember the show Who's the Boss?
Of course.
Okay, so when I was a kid, I used to watch that show, and I used to see Angela, the character, and I'm like, I want to do what she does. I want to have a Bauer agency, I swear to you, that's what I thought to myself, and that's what I'm getting right now.
And you have an agency?
Yes,
What
I
is the
do.
name of the agency?
Reina Media,
And are you bringing in new clients?
all the time.
All right, so why don't you tell us how people
can
get in
find
touch
you.
with you?
So you can go to ReinaMediaAgency.com, and you can see all our services and our team. Not all our team members are on there under the tab, but you can learn more about us and who we've worked with, our clients, and contact us if you ever need any marketing services
you. And
or advertising services.
Anka, where can we find you and your bags that everyone's commenting on?
Thank you. You can go custombagdesigns.com, and you can always find me in Wynwood and all types of art markets and Fort Lauderdale Art Show.
And what's your Etsy page, Chelsea?
You just caught me off guard. Chelsea Blake Art.
So people want to commission you for a record, they can do that.
I'm going to commission her to do the last breakfast.
Okay, you got it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back in 2 and 2.
Which
I
is
think we've got
4.
Airbiotics, Deb Barcelone, and
It's a whole bunch of
we're
people.
going to
left.
keep rolling. We'll see you in a few.
We'll be right back.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium ancient superfood algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. eatessentialsnow.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With vCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. vCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. vCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. vCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. vCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Do you suffer from pain, anxiety, or inflammatory autoimmune disease? Are you ready to feel your best and take responsibility for your own health? At thewellnesslabstore.com, we offer an array of CBD cannabinoid products to help increase immunity, reduce pain, regulate your moods, and improve sleep. CBD works by interacting with a person's endocannabinoid system to keep your body in balance. Visit thewellnesslabstore.com and begin your journey to a life of better health. Safe for all ages and your pets with no psychotropic effects. Contact us today, thewellnesslabstore.com. Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming, as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast.
Welcome to the Probiotic Protection Zone. The Airbiotic system distributes millions of safe and all-natural environmental probiotics into the air and on surfaces using the latest ultrasonic and nanotechnology. Welcome to the Probiotic Protection Zone. Us and the future generations from antibiotic-resistant superbugs. Reduce your risk of allergies, skin infection, colds, and flu. Get rid of deep-seated odors and enter into a protective shield of Airbiotics. Order your Airbiotics personal or environmental system today at airbioticszone.com. AIRBIOTIXZONE.com. Good for use in nursing homes, schools, travel, or daily use. Order yours today. airbioticszone.com.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium ancient superfood algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. Eatessentialsnow.com.
This is why you remember that chicken, you said, no, it's got to be all this, it's got to be all that. The problem with doing it that way is that it eats up at your points. Now, Linda and I had a breakout deal yesterday. Means we...
All right.
And I guess we're on.
What was that whole conversation?
I have no idea. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. To all our friends in South Florida. Hey, Joe, are you there, Joe? Joe.
No, and I've been trying to call you all morning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's funny because she's losing an average of a pound. Are we going on?
I don't know what that is.
You're on.
Okay.
We're on.
Thank you. Hey, Duff.
Hey, Duff, how you doing? Hey, Duff, you want to serenade us with a little something, something? I guess not.
Your phone
I
didn't
don't
ring,
think
huh?
it would be acceptable for airplay.
So good. I don't know. You know what it is, Duff? In this studio, my phone does not work very well. But anyway, we keep going. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. All our friends in South Florida, LA, New York. I got to write some material up.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave you. I'm going to grab a mic, but I'm going to leave you in good hands.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Who's my
because
co-host today?
Your co-host is going to be your daughter.
Aren't you
gonna
glad
be-
you came today?
Look at her face.
On the spot, that's how we roll.
I love on the spot. So I'm going to write up some of the material that you asked for and everything else, and then we keep going.
All right, we're going to keep rolling. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on an Art Magical Monday. You can find us at 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, live streaming on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, OTT. At the Brooklyn Cafe TV, we started it very early this morning. We had our artist Ned Moulton with us. We're looking forward to getting this Brooklyn Bridge. We're getting a 3D bridge. We talked art. My daughter decided, since it was Veterans Day, happy Veterans Day, and thank you to all of our servicemen and women that have served our country. It's amazing. Freddie, you know, your story was so interesting that you shared, and I was going to ask you, we should have made a post for Veterans Day. My dad made a post, and I know your brother Harry was in the service, and then I asked you about your dad, and that story was just, we didn't even get to talk to really about, on the last hour, about your dad's story.
You mean about him being called for the reserves and all of a
Yeah.
sudden he got off the plane? Yeah, it was really weird. They wrote a letter asking him not to serve because my mother was really sick with Harry, with my brother. So he stayed behind and that plane crashed and everybody perished.
Oh my God.
And it's funny because today he always said he's on borrowed time because God says, gave him a ticket and says, you know something? You're going to be able to come back and do some glorious thing. Here he is, 88 and still kicking.
You know what? This week is a really special week because Wednesday is not only your father's 88th birthday, it's my father's 79th birthday and my son's 24th birthday, all on Wednesday.
All on the same day.
So, which is truly amazing. So.
We got to get a 3-tier cake.
And nobody's here. So,
3-tier.
Polly, can we do like a virtual birthday party?
Sure,
Let's do
why
an
not?
OTT birthday party on Wednesday for everybody.
Wouldn't
Your
that
dad's
be-
in PR, my dad's in Fort Lauderdale.
That'd
My
be-
We need
son.
holograms. They're holograms, so they can be present.
There you go.
That's cool.
Let's zoom them in like 3D right from our hands.
Well, you
Remember
got
we
enough
talked about
artists.
that?
You got an artist here. She could paint anything. You got multiple artists in this place.
So happy Veterans Day to everyone. I know it was yesterday, and a lot of it is commemorated today. So some of our teachers are off of school. I have my daughter here with us, who is an art teacher. Who else do we have? Who do you bring, Chanel? She needs a mic. Mic. We need a hot mic. She gave it to you, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is a whole different show.
We started again.
The first show was social media. This is, you're actually on the radio right now.
Tell us your name.
Oh, Christina.
Christina's in, and she's an adaptive special ed teacher, which is truly amazing. I have to tell you, I was a special ed teacher. I did communications. I've sort of done all of this. PE was never my strong suit. So the fact that you can actually put it together, I'm kind of laughing in my head because I'm sure my mother would be hysterically laughing if I ever taught adaptive special ed.
It's challenging, but it's a lot of fun.
You know, we even talk now that kids are taking PE online.
I did.
I know you did.
Wow.
How do you do that? How do you take? Hey, look, teachers, I'm exercising. You go like this. That's it. That's for the day. I exercise. PE
but you know, in the
online.
last hour, you talked about having your kids really follow through. So you took PE online thinking I wasn't going to make you follow through on it. I made her follow through on every assignment because you have to, because it wasn't a get out of PE for free card.
That was over 10 years ago. So
Was that through high school or?
high school, yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know they offered that.
Did you have exercises online that you had to do, or what did you do?
I had a virtual teacher who I think checked in with me every week on the phone and said, well, did you do this? Did you do that? It was through Florida Virtual School.
Oh, wow.
Which I believe students who are being homeschooled use Florida Virtual School now to get their assignments in.
So can you imagine doing that? And right, and what you're doing with kids with special needs, everyone needs an outlet.
Yeah,
But
it's very interactive.
if I was not able to take PE online, I would have not been able to take art my sophomore year of high school and realize that I wanted to be an artist. So look at that.
I guess things all work out the way they're supposed to in the universe. And Freddie is here. He's working offset, so you'll see him working hard over there on the mic on the other side. We've got feedback. You're gonna check that out for me?
Take it easy.
It's all good.
It's on your mic, so you go to mic 2.
It's my mic, of course it is. And we've got Paula Reyna with us from Reyna Agency, all the way from San Francisco. And what's going on in California right now is truly unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm happy to go back tomorrow because I want to see my kids, but the quality of air is just horrible.
Are the kids going to school? What talk about PE? Are they letting the kids outside?
No, they're not. I actually got an advisory a few days ago that they're not, all gym activities are all indoors in the gymnasium, so it's horrible.
And you live 4 hours away, and so it's just widespread.
No, it looks like it was right there, you know. It's heavy, you know. It's heavy. It's really heavy, and you can smell it, and you can see little particles, too.
And what do you tell your kids? You've got young kids, and you've got teenage kids. What do you even tell them about going outside, what's happening in the environment?
It's for their own good, you know. So we try to do different activities inside the house to offset, you know, going off to the park or anywhere else. My 15-year-old loves to hang out with his friends and, you know, play sports, and he can't do that right now. It's just it's dangerous. Breathing it is too dangerous.
Are you wearing a mask when you're out in public? You have to wear a mask?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We do. Yeah. So hopefully, I think Freddie said it. He heard. Freddie, you heard that it's like 75% contained?
Yes, it was 75% contained, but these 70-mile-an-hour winds you're getting today is going to be another problem, another challenge. And there's something called a campfire, which I thought was the new fire on the horizon as well.
The New County campfire, it was the worst. That's the one that they're talking about.
A lot of, 250,000 people were displaced in their homes. And you saw the Kardashians, and they were crying on set. All sorts of people, actors, actresses. A lot of people lost their homes.
Yeah. So the area where it was located, it's all like Calabasas, where the Kardashians live. It's all like, you know, actors and singers and famous celebrities. And actually, I have a friend that lives there, and he was just appalled because all these celebrities are trying to get their personal belongings in U-Haul trucks, and he's like, get your kids and family and just go. Your pets, forget that. You're already rich. You can replace things.
Exactly.
But they were like, you know, the fire department were like knocking on their door. They're like, you guys have to hurry up, and they were like loading stuff.
You know, it makes you realize though that Mother Nature, cultures, gender, money doesn't make a difference. And when the hurricanes came through, in Louisiana. They took out the homes of the most impoverished areas, right? Because they weren't as structurally sound.
Right.
Hurricanes come through, it makes no difference. It hits the panhandle now. The wildfires makes no difference because we are all, as I always say, we are all equal. So it's all about being kind and helping each other.
Exactly.
Right? And all you can do and help elevate, it's not about your stuff. It's about saving your life and that of your children and helping your neighbors, because if your house is fine and your neighbors isn't, lend that helping hand and help them out.
Exactly. And so it's really crazy. I actually, I was talking to someone the other day, because I was asking about the hurricanes whenever I come here just to know. And you guys have one benefit, when it's coming.
Yes, that's
for
true.
us, earthquakes, we know when it's coming only 2 seconds when you hear the rattle. So you guys have that benefit, but with the fires, it can spread so quickly.
That's the thing I don't think we realize here is because we get what the media says. You don't realize the speed of the fire. You think, how are people getting stuck in traffic jams? Why don't they just stay away? You don't realize how quick it is that the winds pick it up and they move it, because you hear the stories. They're stuck in traffic jams and the fires are consuming their lives in their cars. And here you're thinking, how is that possible when if you see the fire close, don't go there, but that's not even the case.
Because it could turn its course.
Turns in a nickel, in a dime. It could turn on a dime. Fire can be on you so fast. My father, 80 years living in Puerto Rico, he says, Freddie, you know how many hurricanes I've been through? I said, Dad, this is a monster that's coming. It landed, ground zero was where my father lives. Yeah. There's nothing there. Nothing. The building's gone.
Nothing.
People's lives were disrupted. They've come to live here. He stays. But it can turn on a dime on you. So when they tell you to evacuate, don't be a knucklehead. Don't be a hero. Leave. Because they're telling you this for a good reason.
Yeah.
There you go. There's product placement for you. Freddie's saying, don't be a knucklehead. Just go. Put that on your list.
Don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero. And you know something? If you have children, definitely don't be a hero.
No.
And don't forget your pets.
Yeah.
People sometimes, they forget that these animals, they live too. You got to get them out. So if you don't do it for you, do it for your dog. Do it for your cat. Do it for your bird.
I was at a book launch for Coach yesterday. So she launched Tree Strategy. And people were saying, in case of a threat, what would they take? And everyone goes, taking my jewelry. You go, I'm taking my dog, I'm taking my jewelry. And all I could think of was the movie with Steve Martin, The Jerk. What does he take?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And as he's walking out the door,
That's
it's like
one of
me
the
in the
best
morning, he's taking the
movies.
chair and his jewelry and the dog
And
and
I'm
the
taking
cat
this, and I'm
some
taking
water
that.
bottles. You guys are
Yeah.
too young to remember that movie. But
It's a
it was
good
really
movie.
great.
Watch it if you get a chance.
Whatever happened to
The
him?
Jerk.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
He's
Whatever
still
happened to him?
he's still around, but I think he's still around.
He's
Yeah,
still
I
around,
just saw him
absolutely.
on that show, Cars, Coffee, and with
With Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Like comedians in cars.
Yeah, it's really good.
We've got Deb Barcelona. I know this is a voice from everybody's past. Our exercise guru from Deborah Size. So we're talking PE. We had Deborah Size. And we have Anka with us. These most beautiful hand-painted pop art bags that you've created.
Thank you.
And part of the
They
things I
are
love what I get to do
gorgeous.
is when I see a phenomenal artist or a great business, just networking around town, I get to bring you on and share it with everyone. The comments about these bags, I think some are the other side. And I walk around now with the suitcase. I have to show everyone. Look at this bag.
Oh, I love
Isn't
it.
this bag amazing?
I love it.
And it came with the unicorn, of course. And Chelsea, who's the artist?
Roy Lichtenstein.
So you took Roy Lichtenstein and
It's funny. You asked your daughter, who's the artist, instead of asking the artist, who's the artist.
because you know why? When I met Anka, they had this whole conversation. And all I did was look at the bags that I liked, but they actually analyzed each bag and what her inspiration was artistically.
Now I got the
We kind of
$50.
picked it out for her.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you pick it out for her?
Kind of, because she's like, I want one. And
just
we
like,
kind
I
of
want
picked one out for her.
You know, it came
Beautiful.
with the strap, the scarf, the unicorn,
I
and
mean,
this.
I have a question for Chelsea. Let me ask you a question. Do people's personalities are reflective in the art they pick?
Oh, yeah, of
Definitely.
course.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
so what
Absolutely.
would you say your mother's personality is?
Oh, geez.
oh, that's a
Like-
good question.
Like, what's her TV personality?
You said that, I didn't. But what do you think her personality is? Because you know her art taste.
Mom's art taste is, it's very whimsical, it's very bold, it's very colorful. If I were to pick a style of art for you, I'd definitely go with pop art.
There you go.
Yeah.
And what's it say as a person that she is? Okay, I'm putting you in the spot.
Aren't I co-hosting with her?
Yeah, you are. Okay, this is a question from the studio
go,
audience.
girl.
You have a question?
Tell him.
Her personality.
I got a whole bunch of questions coming at
It's,
you.
her personality on air is not too different from her personality at home.
Really? Oh, there you go. I didn't know that.
That's what
Your
we
mother
try
has
to do
several
all the time.
restaurants, family members. She never told me that. There's a few things about you that I found out last
But
week.
you know, so you and I try to do all the time is be authentic, because we could do this anywhere. You're not even on the same camera as I am, and we are who we are.
Yeah.
Whether we're in a restaurant, whether we're on air, whether, right? I'm the same as I was when I met you at an art fair
That's
on a
right.
Saturday night. It's just who we are. It's authentically us.
But it's
good, bad, or indifferent.
it's nice to discover more about you through family members, because she's lived with you all her life, so she knows all the inner secrets.
Yeah, she pretty much does.
Now, the $50,000 question I have for you is: you said you have men's wallets. You do this for?
I do. I make men's wallets. as
Men's
well.
wallets. What about those bags that they wear? Whatever the hell that's called.
A men purse.
Totes?
Immerse.
Immerse.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I would wear one, but
Satchel.
I haven't sold too many
Indiana
purses to
Jones
guys.
wears one.
you ever seen those?
I have seen
Do
them.
you do that on that?
I could do that, of course.
But you have men's wallets that you do?
I do.
Don't they get kind of yucky when they put it in their back pocket?
No, I don't think so. I think a men's pocket is the same as a woman's pocket.
Is it?
Yeah, I would
It's the same.
So.
I would
There we
never
go.
wear it in my pocket. I put it on display. It's just
There
funny.
you go. But she does such incredible things, and she started with phone cases. And you know what I love about her? When we come back from commercial break, I want to talk to Paul about it. It's about being in business and never saying no. Have you noticed you've asked every single person on this
What the
set,
hell
can they
does
do
that
it?
mean?
You've asked them, can they do it? And she says, yeah. Paula, can we do this advertising? Sure. She says to you, Freddie, can I get a one sheet? And you said, yeah, I'm going to sit over here.
It's funny you brought
Everything
that
that
up.
everyone has asked for,
That's funny.
no one has said, no, I can't. Everyone has said, yes, let me try.
I
Not even let me
applaud
try.
that.
Yes, I'll do it.
Yep,
So
good
we come
point.
back more with growing your business and just getting out of your comfort zone. 888-565-1470. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Leslie Carmen, and I'm the founder from Carmen Care Laser here in Boca Raton. We've done so many treatments. We've treated people with severe back pain, knee pain. If your pain has been there for so many years, often we just have a tendency to just believe that we're not going to get better.
I had a bad injury with my knee, my left knee. And it is
in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With VCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. VCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. VCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. VCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. VCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Do you suffer from pain, anxiety, or inflammatory autoimmune disease? Are you ready to feel your best and take responsibility for your own health? At thewellnesslabstore.com, we offer an array of CBD cannabinoid products to help increase immunity, reduce pain, regulate your moods, and improve sleep. CBD works by interacting with a person's endocannabinoid system to keep your body in balance. Visit thewellnesslabstore.com and begin your journey to a life of better health. safe for all ages and your pets with no psychotropic effects. Contact us today, thewellnesslabstore.com.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddy S.
Ah, there you go.
I need more cowbell.
I guess she listens to our show. And we're back on Monday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. I have a step-in co-host for me right now while Freddie's on the other side of the studio. Mondays, everyone's sort of doing some catch-up. We've got Paula with us, Paula Reyna from Reyna Media. Anka, what is the name of the company now?
Custom Bag Designs.
There you go, Custom Bag Designs. I'm still going with this brush cases, and when I first saw the brush cases, I was thinking I could put my makeup brushes in one of these cases. That's how my brain thinks, and I'm like, man, I really wouldn't want to mess up these cases with my makeup brushes. And then I saw these great bags, and that's what I thought was, imagine putting your makeup brushes, right, when you're on the road, in these beautiful cases. And these bags are beautiful. We've got Deb Varsalone from Deborah Size with us, and apparently the internet is out in much of Delray Beach, so Lynette from Airbiotics was going to join us, and she is stuck someplace behind schedule because their internet is down. So this segment brought to you by Airbiotics. This is your environmental probiotic protection zone. And I can tell you, from acne to cleaning your mics to airplane travel, this little handy applicator is unbelievable. It's 30 seconds, it's probiotics, it puts a protective shield around you and your environment. And talk about teachers, I know you have this in your classroom. We've named him Federico.
Not mine.
Not yours. We've named ours Federico, and you put the Airbiotics into Federico. You fill them up with some water, and then it comes out, and it covers about 600 square feet, which is perfect for a room when you think about the germs that are going around the classrooms, children's rooms, nurseries, however. And there also are larger ones. So we've even talked to the Veterans Administration about getting into different hospitals and different VA systems, because what's going on, it's even helping stop MRSA from spreading. So it is truly unbelievable. And for more information on that, you can go to Airbiotics, BIOTIX zone.com. You can put in Brooklyn Cafe 10 for 10% off, or Brooklyn Cafe Ship and get free shipping. You can always pick it up here. So give us a call, 888-565-1470. We've got Duff on the board, and Freddie's at the other side of the studio. And what I wanted to talk about when we came back from a commercial break is how no one has said no here when they've been asked, can they do this for a business? Why is that so important, Paula?
Because it's opportunity, it's opportunity to figure out, what different types of elements you can do. And even if you can't, like for me, even if I know I can't do something, someone in my team can. You know what I mean? So it's more like saying, let me figure that out for you. Let me come back to you with that. So when you guys were talking about certain, ad placement, why not? We can figure it out.
There's always a way to figure out, and I think Freddie is a credit to that. He's never says no. From the minute I met you and I asked you, can we get a new banner? Okay. Can we do this? Okay. And he says, what else?
Yeah, but in the old days, I had to put it together. And you got animator, you got all sorts of kids in here that are just unbelievably talented.
When I said, can we get a new open, and you said, okay, let's find someone, and we found Hector, who has created this animation open, which is truly incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible.
But instead of saying no, right, we have found the resources to bring our ideas to fruition, and I think that's a big thing. But when you're solo in business, Anka, you're in business, right? You create all of this on your own, but you can't possibly do all the marketing and the sales alone.
No, it's very hard.
So what do you do?
I have other people help me out and doing social media, and somebody working on PR. So I can do the selling a little bit and most of the painting.
And social media is huge, right? It's not only about our kids' social media, right? It's not the millennial, I look skinny and my skin is flawless social media. There's truly a business to the social media
Oh
side
yeah,
of it.
and one of the things, that I have to say is advertising on social media is underpriced so much. I mean, it's so cheap to advertise on social media. And for those of you who are thinking about it, get in it now, because what's going to happen is just like OTT, all these big brands are going to catch up and put all their millions of dollars in that platform. So it's going to skyrocket.
Well, what's happening with that? Because it's so underpriced now, social media, it's easy to get in. But these big national platforms, they're on TV. But TV only reaches a small, now, right? TV, talk about when Freddie and I were growing up, there were 3 channels. You had to get up and change the channel.
Yeah.
Right now, it is so exorbitantly priced, and your reach isn't as large as internet, which is better pricing.
And I think that's why our advertising part of our agency it's blowing up, so to speak, because all these streaming services, online services and digital marketing are just, expanding, year by year. So if you have a business, I would suggest, the OTT realm and social media is so cheap right now to do. But don't wait long, because Coca-Cola and everyone else is going to start putting millions and millions of dollars. And then, as opposed to doing cents per click, is going to be dollars per click. So
they're going to blow up the market, you think? Take away the advantage to the small guy?
It's going to diminish, how advertising is done on social media, because they have millions, right? As opposed to a small business, you might only have a few thousand. So right now, it's so early on to catch in, sales and marketing and advertising, and jump on board.
You have to jump on board.
What about delivery, Dawn? I think that the secret to all of this stuff, because there's a lot of stuff, is delivery. Like all of a sudden, can your daughter paint a picture in 30 seconds for an advertiser? Yeah, the answer to that question will be yes.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. It doesn't have to be a painting. It has to be like a sketch.
You can do a 30 seconds.
I know you can. I know you can. And the object of the game is delivery. Yeah. So, sometimes it's comedy, sometimes it's factual, sometimes it's a combination. So that you remember, I'll never forget Carvel ice cream. Stupidest commercial ever made, but it's still with me.
Fudgy the Whale.
The Fudgy the Whale.
Yeah.
You're amazing with names, I gotta tell you. I can't even remember those things, but I remember the spot.
Fudgy the Whale.
So that's what's going to enhance. Now, if you find something that works, like Abiotics, and it works, those people on that plane, when I went down to Puerto Rico, they're still laughing.
I have to tell you, the Airbiotics, and this is a true story, and I say it all the time, the amount of makeup I wear, I break out, no doubt. But I take the Airbiotics with me everywhere, and it's made a huge difference in my skin. I went away last weekend, and there was an emergency, and I didn't get to the studio with my refill. And I thought, I'll be good. And I was good on the way there. On the way back, the amount of germs that hit my skin and everything, it's just an eruption. And you realize that the Airbiotics, you can't really leave home without it. And it's so easy. Freddie, it's in your pocket. It's always in my purse. It cleans the mics, your
Well, I brought it in because I need a refill.
Well, think about what's going on with the kids and everyone who's getting sick.
Yeah.
And when a product makes a difference, the placement of it and using it wherever you are is tremendous. You're going to take. You have one as well.
No, I'm not going to take it from you.
But
I
Deb,
want to talk about it.
Tell me, what do you use it for?
So I have one in my room, the little Baymax in my room, and my kids think it's Baymax from Big Hero 6.
Oh,
They know I'm a really big Disney fan. So
Yeah.
where did you get that?
You thought the same thing, Hector?
I thought it was intentional.
No.
It is intentional, Hector. Thank you for pointing that out.
It looks very similar to an animated character.
It is. And we are actually thinking about making an animation for the owner of this thing, so that it becomes a figure that will defeat germs or something. I think she wanted to do.
Well, I wasn't supposed to say that, but anyway, my handheld I like to use at home, and so I use it once in the morning, once at night, and I have a puppy, and my dog likes to get into everything, as you know. So I had it in this, it comes in a little velvet pouch, and I had it next to my bed. So my dog thought a couple of times it'd be funny to go onto my bed, onto the nightstand, and take it. So I went to use it one morning, I couldn't find it. I live alone, like I don't know where it went. I looked in my drawers, couldn't find it. My dog's under the bed with the pouch, like she just wants to be pretty.
And how healthy is she? She just wants to
She
be
just
pretty.
wants to be pretty.
Aw.
She just wants to be pretty. But I talk about the stocking stuff for an holiday season. It's an amazing gift. And with your bags as well, Anka, and these phone cases, we are so right in the throes of holiday season. So many things we can do. But exposure of your business and doing the right thing in social media, it's a lot to do. It's a lot of
Yes.
work when you're running a business.
Yeah, it's a lot.
For small businesses, I would suggest to do automation. If you guys don't know how to do automation, you can go to YouTube and, you know, they have tutorials. But if you don't have any time and you know you have to post something throughout the week, let's say, automation on social media, it lets you schedule those posts. So you can take like 2 hours and set your whole week and you don't have to touch anything.
So it's called automation. It's
Automation.
so it's on YouTube.
It's everywhere. It's on Facebook and it's also on Instagram.
Did you know about this, Freddie?
Yeah, because
Yeah, we spoke about it.
There's an app.
did.
I'm trying to think what the name of the
I
app
mean, Deb,
is.
you're a small business. You're
Yeah.
it. You're you.
It's me.
And when you're on the road all the time doing business, right? You go from client to client, personal training. You're in the car. You can't be posting in the car. Then you go
No.
home. You take care of your grandson. This automation is an amazing concept.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, so Facebook has these things called Canva and pixels. So Canva is, can I show?
Of course.
So you know how it's, you know, vertical, right?
Mhm.
So Canva has, splits the image in two. So the top can be a video or just a regular photo or image, and the bottom can be a call to action. So call us, contact us, click here for more info, and have them sent to your e-commerce website or your, you know, whatever service you're providing for them. So it's all automated. So, and you can also add, you know, like the messenger. So we also create bots. So if you're not around, we can create artificial intelligence assistants. So it would have pre questions and answers, so it can kind of get that information from whoever's asking you things, and then it will talk. This artificial intelligence assistant can talk to your customers.
Freddie, we need some artificial intelligence assistants.
Dawn, how many artificial is you going to get?
Don't.
I think what's hard though
Didn't you
for
see that movie? Don't you know what happens?
What?
It takes over the world.
It takes over.
Well, that's the other side of this, right? It's you lose the human side, the touch side, the face-to-face side.
True, but if it's 2 a.m. and you have
You're
a
right.
shopper that can't sleep, and she goes on your website or your Facebook and wants to know, do you have this in pink instead of black? That bot can say, yes, we do, and you're sleeping and making money.
That's a
Right.
beautiful concept.
So it's harder though for people like my age, who, I mean, I try. Thank God I've got a young daughter who helps me a lot with Facebook and the social media part. So is there a place for someone like me to go and really
course.
learn how to?
Of course, I can. We'll exchange information. I'll send you some links.
First
Okay,
of all,
cool. Yeah.
I'm older than you.
No,
So
you're
I don't-
not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I don't. Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I've aged just sitting here. Listen, the bottom line is don't hold any of that as a crutch. You got an idea, bring it out. Doesn't matter how old you are. You can learn or somebody can teach.
Maverick,
Just
you know how
go
to do
for
all
it.
this stuff that we're talking about? Some of it.
Oh yeah, the young people and you guys know it all.
Hector? Social media, yeah. They get the social media. Well, that's the business side of social media, right? And then there's the personal side of social media that some kids are so frustrated with.
Yeah. You were talking about that this morning.
Exactly. I mean, bullying, anti-bullying, that whole movement, because it, you know, kids were committing suicide because other kids were bullying them on social media. I mean, that's how crazy it's getting. So it's really important to understand that even though there's an age, I guess minimum, I think 14 years old is when you can.
12 for Instagram.
Is it? Is it 12?
12.
I think it's
There's
called.
a minimum.
Yeah, my
People create Instagrams for their
yeah.
babies, though.
My daughter started a movement called wearedopemovement.com, and she has T-shirts that she designed, and $5 off every T-shirt goes back into preventing suicide, because she's in film, and when she did her internship in Boca, it was public broadcasting, and they.
Oh, okay.
The couple had lost a son, and so she got really involved in the mental part and the suicide part. So that's something she's been working on, but it's pretty amazing. But it's pretty sad that we live in a society like this where this is acceptable behavior.
Exactly.
All the way to the top.
Well, our interns are putting together an anti-bullying piece, and hopefully
good.
it is going out this week, because I really wanted to get it out before Thanksgiving. And so many of them are working on it. They all have different visions, and they said to me, "What do you want?" I said, "It's not what I want. This is your piece, because you're so passionate about it and how it has touched every single one of their lives." and we have guests on the show, and they all say, we want to be a part of it. And I'm meeting with Michelle, Miss Universe, she was from 1992, Michelle McLean-Bailey, tomorrow to put a whole empowerment program together for young, no, I can't say young, for preteens and teens about stepping into your power and really standing up for who you are. And it's really the voice of everything we're doing. And Hector, that is why this piece, we go over every detail, this piece Hector is creating for New Dawn Media is so important. It's about having your voice heard and standing tall and saying, you know what, the Brooklyn Cafe, we offer a platform, and I always say for women and Freddie, but there's so many women that go unheard. Yeah. Because we're always, we talked to Sandra about it today, Sandra Torres.
That's right.
About stepping out of your fear, and you say, all right, I'm not going to be fearful, but what do I do next?
It's important.
Right? I'm not going to live in fear, but now what do I do? Mm-hmm. It's so important, and then we've got all this fear mongering going on social media.
Yeah.
It's the good and bad, right? We want to grow our business, we need to be automated, we need to work smarter and not harder.
Got to push the envelope.
But there's this balance that you need help on.
You know, it's really funny because the way my brain thinks, I want to do 4 different things at one time. So you do social media, that's great. But then I want to do social media, I want to do networking, I want to network the network, to use a phrase that you put together. I want to do different things. I want to have people call in on this show from different schools and participate. So if I have a product and I want people to try it, what better place than a college, FAU? Yeah. You know, and say to somebody, do you know what this is? And they're going to say no.
Or Lynn, that's what we're doing with the Airbiotics.
Yeah. That's right.
Jackie and New Guy have it going around Lynn University in the dorm rooms. And what better place when you're in these confined quarters?
Bring the show to the community. We have a bus, a party bus. We're going to be visiting different places, and we're going to put a show on the bus. We even cranked it up so we could Wi-Fi the show on the bus. I mean,
Maverick's got a new, what's it called, Goose? It's not a stabilizer. It's something else you got coming in. It's a gimbal. I knew it started sounding like G. Gimbal.
Gimbal, don't tell Macy's. But all of that stuff, I like to combine it so that it's not just one platform, it's multiple platforms. Right. And you know what? It's like I said, you got to catch up. If I have people follow me and you catching up, then I'm doing something right in the game.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
We got a lot going on. And Thursday, we're going to be at Extraordinary Escape Rooms doing team building, right? We can't say it and not do it. We can't tell people, try this with your group, if we don't walk the walk. So that's
going to take a commercial break, Missy?
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Because Maverick is asking me,
of
all people.
You know what? It's really nice when our crew keeps me on point. Paul, that'll be good for us. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. We'll be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming, as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages, or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422. What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debercise. Debercise comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debercise can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening to higher level boot camp and weight training. Debercise will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love.
Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddy S at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddy S.
It's more cowbell.
She got more cowbell, and we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We got Freddy running cameras. Nice job, Freddy.
I'm good at what I do.
You're good at what you do. We've got
I
a
get the day off. I'm not even a vet.
You're like a vet?
I'm not even a vet, and I'm getting the day off.
I know. How about that?
I know.
But you cut your head off in your camera shot.
Oh, jeez.
But it's all good. But the bullying aspect, we're going to be putting that together, and it's so important about our kids, empowering our kids.
And my grandson's 7, and I can tell you stories he tells me already from school, and he's only 7. It's
Anka,
just.
do you have children?
No,
horrible.
I have a little brother though, and he's actually getting bullied for being a little too smart in school. So
How old is he?
He's 11.
Oh wow, a little brother.
A little brother, yes.
Isn't that incredible?
I know.
And then I think when I see your bags, the pop and the pop art, it just makes you feel like a superhero, right? So don't you wish you could almost, everyone had their cape and they could just be the superhero of what they would be. And we talked last week about what your spirit animal would be. And I want to say, what would your superhero be?
Why don't you ask the people what their spirit animal would be?
Spirit animal or superhero?
No, spirit animal. We know your daughter's is an elephant, which I still don't understand, but okay. I guess she has a great memory.
I'm thinking super.
What about Deb?
Your spirit animal?
Oh my gosh.
What would it be?
Cat.
A cat.
Yeah.
A cat?
I don't know.
A cat?
I never really thought about it, honestly.
I wanted to ask her what her superhero would be. What's her superpower?
That's a lesson I want. Well, I have done that lesson before. With
Superpowers?
The draw yourself as a superhero. They get a little carried away and they all want to be Batman.
Yeah, everybody's going to say that. Batman, Superman.
Yeah. Or then they want to be villains. I'm like, no, you have to be good. You have to be a good person.
Okay, you can't ask a question that you're going to
not like
frame the answer.
Why? It's like when you ask me a question, I give you all the buts.
That's not the same. A butt is not an answer.
A villain is not a superhero.
A villain is not a superhero?
No.
The Joker was the best superhero I've ever saw.
I don't know about that.
Hector disagrees.
Yeah.
I disagree in the assessment of him being the best supervillain.
You didn't like
Best
it?
supervillain? No, he's not. Joker?
They may live in the same comic world, but the hero's still the hero.
She's great. But here's what
The
I'm
villain's
thinking
still
with
the
these
villain.
bags, right? In this world of bullying, and superheroes, I think, have it right. You know, Superman, he could.
Superheroes have a right.
And they have it right because you can be.
What do you mean they have a right?
Clark Kent by day, and then you go into your phone booth, and there's your superpower. But
How come Clark Kent only had one suit?
because he was neat. Well, I don't know, but that's not the point. The
You got-
point is, if you can pull out your strongest superhero as a woman, as a girl, as a boy, as a man, and use that power, right, for good and to help, and for
And
kindness
we're getting to the
and
ledge.
strength,
And we're at the
then
ledge.
you know what? Why not? You use the bag that says pop, pop, pow, bam, whatever it is, there's a reason that was created and why it still resonates in pop art.
It
Why
made
do
a
you
lot of
think it's
money.
But you don't. The money's nice, but think about why people are so drawn to your bags.
Because it's exciting, it's fun, and they feel like a little powerful when they have it. Like
Now, what superhero? What superhero was she? What superhero would you be?
I'm not much a superhero person, but
Do they have like in Romania? Do they have superheroes?
we have some, I guess.
Which is the most popular superhero in Romania?
Probably Superman.
Really?
Mhm.
Really? Wasn't his mother Romanian?
I think
In
everybody
Batman?
has a Romanian grandmother at least.
Everybody, right?
Mhm.
There you have it.
They were from Krypton. But I can totally see Paula, like with her advertising glasses on, like kind of
God.
Lois Lane, right? She takes her hair out of the braid and her glasses off, and she's this powerful advertising.
Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Lois, oh gosh.
Lois Lane wasn't a superhero.
Of course she was. She had her
What
own
was
comic.
Lois Lane's superhero power? What would she do?
But it was, she had the power of the
She's
pen.
empowering.
She was empowering, right? So
Yeah.
it just takes it to a whole
Really?
other level. Thank you, Chelsea.
Really?
Right? You don't have to be a claimed superhero to be empowering.
Oh, this is a switch.
How about that?
I didn't know that.
Don't you think? Why do you think she was empowering?
I mean,
I'm glad she had nothing to say 3 hours ago, so she's been sitting next to me.
She's been thinking about that question all
thinking
day.
about it. We saw Justice League that like a year ago, right? When that came out. Well, when you saw that movie, spoiler alert, Superman comes back to life. If you haven't seen
Yeah,
it
but
yet.
why was
okay,
Lois
but
Lane empowering?
Lois Lane she held it together for him. She's the one who reminded him who he was.
That's true.
So
Look at them,
she
they're all
really
agreeing with
saved
her.
Superman
You
in
are
that movie.
outnumbered. You don't watch superhero movies.
She does. She goes to see
No,
them
I
with
think
us.
You do?
I think Lois Lane was empowering. I
And
think
here we
she
go
is
again.
really-
She,
No,
I had
one-
to say, she was my favorite part of that whole movie.
You know who I like recently? Charlize Theron did that.
The
blonde-
Mad Max.
The
Fury Road.
No, she had blonde hair, like really like. Which one?
The Bomb.
Yes,
Atomic
yeah.
Bomb.
I like her too, actually.
I saw
She
that
was-
movie on cable.
Pretty great.
Wow.
That's an intense movie. You know what I saw was The Woman in the Spider's Web. I
Did
saw
you
that.
see it? We were
Yeah, I saw it
almost done.
Saturday.
Was it good?
It meant it was probably great.
Spoiler alert. Listen, it's a good movie because it talks about injustice and this chick makes it all worthwhile, but it has like bits and pieces. You get sort of lost.
But it's about empowering women. It goes back to stepping into your power.
Yes,
Not giving it
absolutely.
away, but stepping into your power.
Well, you saw it?
No.
So how do you know?
The two tattooed dragon one, the first and the second one were really good.
How do I know? Because you told me it was my kind of movie, and if it was my kind of movie, it means it's about women being empowered and
Hey, wait a
stepping
minute.
into their
You know,
power.
you're right. She has a dragon on her back. And the dragon, the woman with the dragon,
Yeah,
that's another empowerment.
Well, those
Are they
there was a
related,
one and a
these two
two,
movies?
and the same girl that did those did not do this one that you just saw.
Ah, that's the difference.
There was a girl Claire Foy or whatever from The Crown. She just did that movie that
It's
you
an
watched.
interesting
Yeah.
take on women empowerment.
She was empowering.
See, you don't need to be a superhero to be empowering.
Well, they make every man a villain. That sort of, turns me off a
It's
little bit.
not always. But that's
Not
why
always.
I love your bag so much, Anka, because I think you take this inner superhero that we all have, right? And there's one word that resonates with us, and everyone has a different word, whether it be wow, bang, pop, the face that I bought the big one. Something about it just resonates with you, and everyone is individualized, right? So you're like, it just makes you smile. It vibrates with you, and you say, "Wow, you know what? I got this. I can
It's a
do
culture,
this."
Dawn.
It's a culture.
Remember Batman?
Yeah.
Batman used to, when they did the fighting scenes, and they didn't want to show the punch in the face, so they would put pow.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they would
Oh,
put
yeah.
bang.
Yes.
And
Yeah, they
that's
did.
that is a trademark culture what you have on those purses.
But it
And I'm
works.
looking at pop right behind you.
Yeah.
It's the thing is that you can capture it in the way you're displaying it. That's what's a little bit different. But I just keep seeing these reruns of Batman and Robin in my head. It's just ridiculous.
That's what they used to
And
do.
I wish Jermina was with us today from Blossom Moments Floral, who creates our set every week. And you talk about a superhero in her own right, what she brings and empowering women. She does all of these beautiful arrangements from her home.
Wow.
So talk about a floral shop, and she has 8-10 people working with her from her home to create these beautiful visions. And did you see that beautiful text she sent us? She said she feels like she's on the Academy Awards every time she's on this show. So she said, I may not say much when I'm on radio, but I just want you to realize what you have done to empower me and to bring forward Blossom Moments Floral has truly been inspirational. She said, you and your team and Chanel and making her Spotlight Business of the Month in our Brooklyn Cafe Gazette has touched her. So everyone has their strength.
Did you talk about the coins you developed?
I did not, but I'm so excited that they just came in, that our Holding Hope in Your Hands coins just came in from the Heart Painter, and each coin says the Brooklyn Cafe Show, and on the back it is numbered with a special word, whether it say joy, hope, sparkle. This enables everyone to hold hope in your hands. And as we go into the holiday season, we'll be giving these out. They'll be numbered. We can track them on our new website that is coming out, brooklyncafe.tv. And when you're holding hope in your hand, when you're ready to pay it forward to somebody else, you just ask them to please register on brooklyncafe.tv, and we can watch them maybe go to the Philippines, maybe go to Romania. But it's about physically that hand-to-hand contact, right? That personal touch and paying it forward, because this is a holiday season, and as we always say, it is not always a Norman Rockwell Thanksgiving in everybody's home. So sometimes we need to just hold on to a little bit of hope, physically hold it on, and when we're ready to move it on, we pay it forward.
And we're going to be picking once a month, maybe twice a month, a number. And if you, there's going to be an option for a phone number or an email, and you can win a prize, maybe a bag of coffee or CBD or something, once a month. So just to keep it honest.
And Deb, we've got Essentials coming on Friday.
Yeah, we're
And
coming
I'm
on
really
Friday
excited.
with Barb.
Barbara's going to be
We're gonna
joining us
schedule
from
her, yeah.
Oregon, and she's coming in from out of town the end of the month. So we're going to have Barbara Swanson in-house in December, which will be a nice added change. It's been about 6 months.
Changed Freddie's
It's
life
about time,
like a year
because
ago. How long
when
ago
is it?
was
This Friday?
She's going to be on this Friday.
This
from
Friday.
Oregon.
I have a party coming Friday.
Of course you do.
She's going to be on
in
via
Oregon.
Skype.
She's going to be VMix on Skype on Friday.
But she'll be here in December. I think the first,
Oh, I
second
thought
week
she
of
was
December.
coming to be in the studio. I got Luna
She will
Rosa
be in
coming.
December.
I got party bus people. I got a whole bunch. I got clowns. I got all sorts of things happening Friday.
Essentials will be, and so for your essentials, go to eatessentialsnow.com. BCTV fan for 10% off. And before we run out of time, Anka, where can people find these amazing bags?
CustomBagDesigns.com, as well as Instagram and Etsy.
And you'll be also at Art Basel with your paintings?
I will definitely be at Art Basel all week long, so you can always find me there in Wynwood.
Where in Wynwood?
We'll be in Thrifter Market.
Okay.
Her
I
bags
know it
are
well.
incredible.
I
And
know it
Paula, where is Reina Media? How can they find you?
You can go to ReinaMediaAgency.com and find out all our services and find out more about our team.
And you work with social media as well as putting big advertising together.
Yes, we do that.
That's Rain, R-E-I-N?
R-E-I-N-A,
So,
Reina.
Raina. So let it rain on you.
Let it rain on you.
Let it rain on you.
Exactly.
Reina Media. And Deb, for Deborah Size?
You can reach me at 561-307-9283.
We didn't even get a chance to talk about what you're doing in your classroom, but I guess we got that in one of the other shows.
Yeah.
Thanks,
We're
Chelsea,
going to
for
open up the
co-hosting.
store.
The Etsy store?
My store?
Her store.
Chelsea Blake.
I'm going to tell you something, Chelsea. Your mother thought I was kidding 3 years ago, and I made a promise to her, and I'm working on it, and you will get that clothing line we talked about. You watch. It's going to happen.
Freddie, thanks for sitting and joining us over there on the set.
I feel so relaxing. Thanks to all our veterans. Thank you for your services.
Yes.
And I got the
Thank
day
you.
off.
Never
Thank
forgotten.
you for filling in.
Happy
Appreciate
Veterans Day, everyone. Be safe. And again, thank you to all our men and service women that serve our country and keep us safe and do all that you do and apart from your family. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Maverick, thank you for running the board. Hector for sound. The new piece is coming out for New Dawn Media about stepping into your power. Ladies, we always have a platform to share your voice.
And Chelsea, make sure you tell people don't be late.
We'll see you tomorrow, same
And
time.
don't be late.
Same place. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
There you go.
Bye-bye.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000-square-foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Health and Vitamin Concepts can help balance you through an innovative, non-invasive biomeridian assessment that measures the energetic properties of your body and naturally corrects the imbalances. Offering a complete thyroid, hormone, and nutritional profile, Health and Vitamin Concepts identifies the specific vitamins and herbs in the exact amount your body needs. Call for more information, 561-392-8448, or visit online at healthandvitaminconcepts.com. If you're ready to have more energy, better health, and a greater sense of well-being, make an appointment today at Health and Vitamin Concepts in Boca Raton at 7152 Barracasa Way. Call 561-392-8448. That's 561-392-8448.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
Staying healthy is difficult. What nutritional supplements should you take? What foods are best for you? What health practitioner should you see? You've got health questions, I've got health answers. From heartburn to hemorrhoids, pain to pimples, carpal tunnel to the common cold, gluten to gallbladder, and gingivitis, and all points in between. I'm Dr. Bob Martin. Tune into my Sunday talk show at 10 o'clock on Talk 1470 WNN.